Hi, Dr. Wright again from Walnut Creek Animal Hospital in Purcell, Oklahoma. We are continuing our first aid series. We've made it to the point of discussing now the making of some of these splints. So we've gone through the commercially available splints and discussed actually making our own out of aluminum rod stock. There's two types, basically a Spica splint or a Schroeder-Thomas splint for the front or hind leg, and in varying sizes. Obviously these are more specific for one individual dog and an individual leg because of the way that they're made. So we're going to start with the Spica splint, and so it's primarily applicable to the front limb. They're fairly simple to make. This one would not fit this dog because it's not wide enough across this dog's back. So ultimately what we've done is determine about where the middle of this rod stock is, and we want to start making our bends, and we want it wide enough that it's not going to be really compressive on the opposite side of the dog. And so once we make an idea of about where this is going to bend and come down his side, we need to make our bends that come across the back. And you might want to use something like a locked end wrench, you know, to bend some of this bigger rod if you don't have the hand strength to do this with it. But anyways, we're just going to work our way now across the dog's back with this in size. And so the next bend is going to come on the opposite side of the back on the leg that's affected, or that we're going to splint. So what we want is something that's non-confining, that doesn't press in or gouge on either side. And then now once we're to this point, we've taken care of the shoulder across the body, but at the elbow of the dog, we want to make a little bend moving forward at that level so that it follows the angulation of the elbow. So something like that. And then this needs to only extend down basically to the foot. You can go just below the foot with these. They're not really a weight-bearing splint, because every time, if you go below the foot much, it's just going to push the splint up. And so ultimately we don't really recommend doing that. We want to kind of stay right about the foot. And then you use some type of device to cut these off. We don't want any sharp burrs or anything like that with these, so we might want to take a little file and remove the edges once we're completely finished. And so that's what we're left with for the Spica splint. A little bit of adjustments, kind of tighten it up just a smidge. That's going to be pretty close right there. We'll come back in the next video and show you how to apply one of these.